Hello students, welcome to another in our Investigating Science series. Today we're in grade 4 looking at living things and in particular the needs of living things. What are the needs of living things? Do you remember? What do living things need to survive? Let's see. They need water, yes. What else do they need? They need air. Yes, air provides living things with oxygen for animals, carbon dioxide for plants. So air is very important. What else do living things need? Living things need food. And so they may get their food in different ways. For plants, they would need minerals from the soil. That would be their food. For animals, we need to be fed, whether with other plants or animals, so that we can be healthy and strong and for us to grow. Today in particular, we're looking at the needs of living things, and we're investigating, setting up an experiment to show what it is that plants need to survive. How would you go about designing an investigation such as this? What would you need? So today we have our soil in 3 different containers. We have our corn, which we're going to plant, and to see how it is that they would survive if they were not getting all that they need. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, we're going to place our soil into 3 different containers, and I have them here. And we're going to put our corn in the 3 containers and put soil on top of it. Yes. So we're planting our seeds, all right? But in this case, notice we're using seeds from the same corn. So we're using three corn seeds, and we're basically putting the same number of seeds in each container. All right, 3 more seeds. Now, how could we show what it is that these plants need? How could we set up this experiment? So after placing the same number of seeds from the same type of plant in our containers, we're using the soil and they're at the same level, we could place water and of course some nutrients like fertilizer. So 1 container, we would water it and add our fertilizer. Another container, we could just add water without our fertilizer. And finally, what would happen to our 3rd container? Would we add water? Well, if we're checking to see if plants can survive without water, then for our 3rd container, we would not add water. Why are we doing all of these things? We would have used the same type of container, same amount of soil, yes, same number of seeds of corn. We would have added water and nutrients to 1 container, water to another container, but no nutrients, and the 3rd container, we would not add water at all. Why would we have designed this experiment like this? We are setting it up because we are designing a fair test. And in this case, by removing some of these conditions, we can see how well the plant will grow. Now, I would have already gone ahead and planted some of my seeds using the same method that we outlined earlier. I planted corn seeds in 3 different containers. Can you see them? Yes? Same corn that we're using here, same soil. We added our different conditions. Now, let me see if you're thinking. Can you look at these 3 plants and determine which corn would have been planted but would not have received any water? Can you figure out which one did not get any water? If you answered that this one did not receive water, then you would be right. So this plant or these seeds did not get any water, and so after some time you would see that the plant died. Now let's look at this plant. This plant received water, however, it did not receive enough nutrients, and as you can see, we also have some possibly caterpillars trying to eat this plant. But compare how this plant looks compared with this plant. Which one looks fresher and greener and more healthy? Exactly. So it would seem then that when the plant did not receive the nutrients that it needed, it was not as healthy as the plant that had, no, this plant would have had both water and nutrients. So, what can we conclude from this particular investigation? What would you write in your books? Well, certainly, if plants are not watered, they will die. That is our first conclusion. The second conclusion is that plants need both water and nutrients in order to grow healthy. This, of course, shows that plants have different needs, and if we remove these needs, then they will not be able to grow healthy and strong. So, at home, you can design your own investigation. Get some soil, get your seeds, plant those seeds, water 1 plant or 2, and see what happens to the plant that is not watered. And write your own conclusion. That's all for today on Investigating Science. Join us next time when we'll have another exciting demonstration for you. Goodbye.